Teachers in Venezuela have turned to prostitution just to survive. Go socialism! I'm Remso Martinez, and this is Remcast, brought to you by the Classy Libertarian. Remember a couple of years ago during the summer of 2016 when everyone was talking about whether it was going to be Hillary versus Trump, or Bernie versus Trump, or perhaps Trump versus Trump? What was the other thing that people were talking about? No, I'm not talking about shootings. What was something of such grave international importance that captivated the attention of the world? No, it was not Harambe. It was the vicious totalitarian regime in the socialist shithole known as Venezuela. Now, I could pretty much assume that your socialist colleagues don't want to talk about it, because the moment we talk about Venezuela, all they do is scream, feel the burn, feel the burn, feel the burn, feel the burn, feel the burn. Socialism hasn't been tried before. Capitalism fails. The list goes on. What we can tell you is that things have not gotten any better, and it's actually quite shocking that no one, even in the right-wing mainstream media or right-wing alternative media, really likes to talk about it, because it's not the current buzz topic of the moment. So, let's go ahead and cover some of the stories about Venezuela's totalitarian socialist shithole that you should probably know about. Last September, Nicolas Maduro, the current president who succeeded Hugo Chavez, decided that it was best to go ahead and feed people giant rabbits so that way they could beat starvation. That's right, Peter Cottontail enchiladas. Oh, and a study done by journalists from the Miami Herald showed that there were numerous teachers that answered a survey in Venezuela regarding the lifestyle that they now have to suffer under in their socialist utopia. And one of the things that they often brought up was the fact that now predominantly female teachers have had to turn to prostitution just to survive, because apparently teaching is seen as a favor to the state, and if you don't get paid, that's your problem, statist capitalist bourgeois pig. If you think that's bad, children as young as 12 have had to resort to prostitution, which means over the past 3 years specifically, the rise in human trafficking in Latin America has grown to catastrophic numbers. There is a good thing, though. Instead of, feeding people rabbits and getting to shack up with your math teacher, Nicolas Maduro thought that it was smart to go ahead and create a new government agency, the Ministry of Social Happiness. Because nothing spells happiness like eating zoo animals, eating giant rabbits, and, I don't know, after taking a test, shacking up with your English teacher outside of Walmart, or whatever they call it in Venezuela. Oh wait, I'm sorry, they don't have Walmart. Oh yeah, I forgot. All their stores are empty. There is something good that we could take out of this. This prime example of socialism in action shows the need for free markets to go ahead and fight back against the totalitarian control of government, where the government controls the market, controls the borders, and controls everything you do in your own life. Bitcoin is a giant example of freedom in action in Latin America. Because of hyperinflation, the Venezuelan bolivar is essentially good as toilet paper. In fact, I think toilet paper is worth more than the bolivar. Because of this, people in Latin America, other than Venezuela, have resorted to Bitcoin, so that way they could circumvent banking and the government. So that way they can actually bring in products from the United States, for example, such as food, soap, things that you basically need to survive. You'd think that the government would see this and say, hey, maybe we should stop doing what you're doing. Instead, everyone that was mining Bitcoin is now arrested. So please, the next time someone says that we need democratic socialism or any type of socialism, just remind them, when it comes to capitalism, you get what you want. Oh, and don't forget, they still go out and beat protesters, sometimes to death. But, equality. I'm Remso W. Martinez. Go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Remso101, and I'll see you next time.